Okay. Now just add a little death growl into this song and call it done. Ugh. All right, let's go. You could sample that too, by the way, if you want. Um, okay. Uh, okay. Hmm. Oh, you know what? I could do this. I could do this. I am going to mute my desktop because I'm going to listen to this and I don't want spoilers for the upcoming Emergent Beacon video. It's supported by patreon.com/emergentbeacon, where you can support me and the show. Great. I actually just put up an early preview of this video up there just yesterday, 2 days ago, sometime recently. But you won't be able to hear this, which is good because I need to listen. So this is a song that needs to go at the end. But I need to get the BPM of the video, so I have to listen to it. But I don't want you to listen to it, because spoilers. Okay, so let's tap it out. Okay, that's the BPM, 104. And I can bring back desktop audio. I'm sure that was very entertaining to just hear silence with me clicking away. But, sometimes that's how it has to be. You may be able to actually support me on Patreon soon, too. Your financial situation hopefully is about to change slightly in a good way. That'd be so sick. On both accounts, on both that you will be doing better and also that I will be doing better. That's what we in the business call a win-win. um yeah, well, I feel like wait, aren't you a patron? Just like I'm looking at the I'm looking at the Discord because that's how I would know. Or were you once oh, you're not, but I feel like at some point in time you maybe were. Unless I'm just bugging. You were for a minute, but I had to stop. Gotcha. Okay. So I don't need to explain to you what all of the beautiful perks are. you know. You know. Um okay. So we have 2 minutes. Go. um okay, what do I want this to sound like, I guess? Oh, well, okay. Here there's got to be strings for sure cuz it's like the big denouement at the end. You love supporting Patreons, you just can't afford to for everyone you like. I get it, man. I get it. I wish I could support more Patreon campaigns and I can't. I just kind of locked into the handful that I could, and then I've been fortunate enough that they don't change, so I can kind of stick to it for a while. But okay, so we could do guitar. Guitar would be nice. I did guitar earlier in the video, so it might be fun to like kind of bring it back. You will say though, one guy you support for a bit does actual shout outs for everyone that subs to him, and you did not know that. So he said your name out loud while you had it on the background, jump scared you. Whoa. You're like, I only gave you like $2. I do not deserve this. That's that's a little out of pocket. I feel like if you are shouting out every person who gives you $2, you don't respect your time because that is not a $2 reward. $2, Jesus. If they get even slightly moderately successful, they're going to have to spend like 15 minutes every time they do one of these shout outs just shouting out people. I as a patron don't want to like watch a video that has that many shout outs. Even if it's my name. You know? It's too much. It's too much. But then again, maybe if I shouted out everybody who gave me $2, I'd have more $2 patrons. maybe he's onto something and I'm not. So he was a smaller creator at the time, but he still does it. That's wild. It's like the last 10 to 15 minutes of every video. Yo, somebody tell this man to stop. Although he makes 3-hour plus video essays. That's not an excuse. Trust me, that's not an excuse. Think of it like an ad. If I had a 3-hour Emergent Beacon video and I put in a 15-minute ad, people would be rioting. They would say there's no reason it should be 15 minutes. Stop. I understand what Squarespace is. You could tell me that in 2 minutes. You could tell me that in 1:45. I don't need 15 minutes of that. Apparently, he doesn't believe in tiers on Patreon. Oh, buddy. I mean, I get on one hand, it does feel very classist. But that's why you just make like higher tiers and you say like, I don't know, this is a tip. If you want to give me more money, you can, but I'm not going to give you anything. Just do that. I feel like it's fine when it's the very last thing in the video. That's crazy. I disagree. Because I don't care if I'm a patron or not a patron. If somebody has like 10 minutes of just reading names, I'm skipping it. I'm not going to watch it. Like, I guess you can put it in your video, but I'm not going to watch it. And I'm a completionist. I'll sit through I'll sit through all of it. But I don't get anything out of that. Right? I used to watch a lot of like movies with Mikey stuff and they would do the credits thing and it would just take so long. And I was like, Mikey, I love you and I want you to be prosperous and successful, but I do not want to sit through these credits because it's so long. Right. I don't mind if it's like 3 minutes or something, but it's like at a certain point, you got to make the credits go faster. Right. If you get more patrons, make the credits go faster. Maybe do like here's what they should do. What they should do is be like, okay, we'll have a 2-minute segment at the end of the video where all the names scroll up like everybody else does, right? And then I will shout out. I will do like a random drawing for people who are in the tier, which I guess is the only tier for that person. I'll do a random drawing. If you get drawn, I'll shout out your name. Then it's special because you don't get your name in every one. Then it's like, sick. I got like this special shout out. But also you're not taking like 10% of the video just shouting out names. Sorry, I'm very opinionated about what people do at the very end of videos because I've spent so much time thinking about it. I'm super opinionated about that. He straight up says the rest of the video is patron shoutouts. That's unhinged. Someone give this man an editor. I also don't like when people do like multi tiered credits, like text credits, where they're like, this Patreon tier, here's all the people who gave me a lot of money. Here's all the people who gave me less money. Here's all the people who gave me very little money. Because it's like, they all got the same reward. They all got their name in the video. Why are some of them giving you more money for the same thing, but slightly higher up? We kind of do that on Mono Rogue with like people who give us a ton of money get their name in gold, which I don't like doing, but I was asked to do that. So I will comply. But I don't like it because they're the same thing. Again, I've put way too much thought into scrolling names on videos. You've also seen someone do that, like they had a $100 tier, and it was like, you get absolutely nothing except I'll make your name gold in my Discord server. Yeah, fair. Because you kind of want to give people the opportunity to give you as much money as they're willing to give you. You don't want somebody who's like, oh man, I wanted to give this guy $20, but I can only give him $5, which is actually not true on Patreon. On Patreon, you can just type in however much you want to give them. But people are less likely to do that than just to choose a tier if you offer it. So I get that. To just be like, look, if you want to give me more money, do it, but I don't think it's worth it. So I'm not going to give you anything in exchange for it. It's just if you're feeling generous. I kind of get that vibe. Like they do like 1/3 of their patrons to keep the shoutouts under 5 minutes, and they just cycle through those each video. Yeah. That kind of makes a certain amount of sense. Like, hey, we'll get to you when we get to you. You've been tempted before to just create a Patreon and go, the only reward is I read everyone's name, put that in a video, and that'll be the only thing in the video. It's a funny joke, but I don't think many people will fall for it. It's just like the easiest fulfillment for a Patreon reward, truly. Like for Modern Rogue, it's probably the single easiest thing we do. But it also like doesn't feel like nothing. Like when there's a channel you really love and you get your name in a video, you're just like, yeah, that's me. I helped do that. You know, it's like planting your flag on the moon. My dad once created a GoFundMe and said, I just want to see how much I'll get if I don't offer anything. He got $2. Hey, you know what? It's $2 more than he had before he made it. So that's a W. That's a big W. I like this chord. What scale am I on? Well, it seems like I'm trying to do one of these. Or yeah, like either that or that scale. I know scales by sort of shape, but really I kind of just know this scale. And I know this scale. And I know this scale. And that's sort of it. Otherwise, sometimes I just make some chords and sometimes they sound all right and sometimes they don't. That's kind of pretty. His goal is like 500 or something relatively low like that. Mm-hmm. You know, 2 scales, trumpet and ocarina. That's sort of pretty. Fun music fact. Did you know that scientists don't understand how whistling works? They just literally don't know. They kind of know, but they don't really know. You did know that. Cool. Yeah, I learned that a couple years ago when I was researching Helmholtz chambers, which I mentioned earlier in the stream. Not the research, but I mentioned Helmholtz chambers. Because I was working on a video about death whistles. We actually shot the video. I wrote the video. We shot the video. Shot the video with Jason and Brian, and spent a whole day of Bizarre Magic resources to shoot it. Kind of edited together, and then was like, I don't know that this video is getting published. It was an okay video. But I was researching death whistles and their Helmholtz chambers, and then I learned about I was learning about blowing into a jug and how that works. That's really fascinating how that works with the air rubbing together at the neck of the bottle, and that's where the sound comes from, because there's air going into the bottle and air going out of the bottle, but the air is like springy, right? It like compresses and expands, and then you have rub at the neck. And whistling is kind of similar, but scientists are way less confident about how it works, because there's like a couple different spots where the sound might be coming from, and they're just not like 100% sure. At least last I read into it. Speaking of scientists and audio, they shoved a camera down Will Ramos's throat to watch his vocal folds when he screamed. I actually feel like... Hold on. Hold on a second. Before I finish that. Hold on. Hold on, don't play. Don't play. Okay. Yes. This is the channel I was talking about earlier, where the vocal coach lady was reacting to a Linkin Park song. It's very funny that you bring that up. Wow. How twisted the cookie crumbles. I watched her, I really just watched her do that one video, and then most of the other videos were like, oh yeah, these are like good like classic rock songs and stuff, but I kind of don't really care unless you have some rap. I want you reacting to rap, and she didn't have any, so I was like, okay, well, I'll move on. But then I saw that she had a couple videos on Alice in Chains. And I was like, okay, well, I gotta watch the Alice in Chains videos, so I watched those, and then I kind of moved on. Oh yeah, she seemed very knowledgeable. And the scientist was like, how the F are you doing that? Interesting. The voice is fascinating. She's getting super into the science of metal vocal distortion. Her Lorna Shore one was funny because she was just like, what? I like, I really like this chord I keep playing, but I don't know if it fits the vibe. Does it? It's kind of like sentimental, kind of nostalgic in a way, which I guess actually for this section does make sense. Actually, for here, it makes a lot of sense. Sorry, I'm being cryptic a little bit, but I'm also trying not to give away the sauce for free. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll just lay some down. No. No. Wait, what key am I in? What the hell kind of chord did I play? Okay, so yeah, okay. Damn, what a nice voicing that is. Really stretching out my hand though. Yeah, well, at least your partner's kind of acclimated to it to some degree, because I imagine if you guys were just getting to know each other, doing a lot of really intense screaming might be cause for concern. But I can see how that is maybe like a friction point a little bit. You don't understand. I'm trying to sound like a dying pig squealing. I don't sound close enough to it yet. Okay. More or less annoying than being like an impressionist, right? So either you're walking around trying to sound like a dying pig squealing, or you're walking around like trying to sound more and more like Jay Leno. Which one is worse? Same level of annoying. Fair. I have a pretty. Okay, it was that one. Oh, I do see. Okay. Huh. I very rarely make this kind of chord shape in my hand. That's interesting. I have a pretty low tolerance for like weird stuff like that. So if like somebody's like walking around like and they just keep singing a phrase from a song or something, I'm like, shut the fuck up, please. Please. Stop. I need to not keep hearing that. I say that as I'm playing this one chord over and over again for the last 5 minutes. I guess it's different when I'm making the noise. Double standard. You actually freaked out their friends once while they were in VR chat, and they called you over and went, do your scream thing. And you did it, and you could hear everyone go, how the hell is that sound coming from a person? Yeah, it's like Vituvian throat singing. Right? You ever get into that? Where you're just like, that's a person is not doing that. That's not a person. I don't know what that is, but it's not a person. The hilarious thing is you also have a low tolerance for that, but you also do it all the time. Yeah. It's so funny how humans are like that, where we get really annoyed at other people doing the things that we do sometimes. Or even just like, it's like you're in a plane and you can get motion sickness because the plane isn't moving in a way that you expect. But as soon as you have your hands on the controls and you're controlling the plane, you can be doing the exact same thing, but you're expecting it now because you're the one doing it. And so you don't get like the motion sickness goes away. It's so weird how our brains do that. I will say, as much as I don't like people going around singing parts of songs, I don't do that ever. Because like I don't hear music in my head, which is funny that I'm making music right now. Probably why I'm playing the same chord over and over again. Some people hear music in their head, and I do not. Never experienced it. And I feel like people who don't hear music in their head probably are a lot less prone to singing a phrase out loud, because I feel like people who do that are probably doing it because they're hearing it in their head. You have DID. What's DID? So you're always hearing something in your head. That's rough, buddy. Music or alters talking to you? Alters. Oh, dissociative identity disorder. Interesting. Yeah, I hear nothing in my head. I see nothing in my head. Except for I do have internal monologue. Although it's typically internal dialogue. Usually I'm talking to myself as another person. Yeah. You find it weird how when you fall in a VR climbing game, your body reacts like you're actually falling, even though I can feel your feet on the ground. Yeah. Yeah, the brain is fucked up. It just comes down to that. With VR stuff, we're just so tuned to having like our eyes and our ears match. So when you fall in VR, like your eyes and your ears don't match. Because your ears also feel that you're not moving. Yeah. Ooh. I like that. Okay, that's not actually different enough. But maybe coming back to it on like a leader bar, that might be a nice little variation. Is that anything? Ooh, okay. Okay. Sound like a real guitar hero over here. Step aside. Okay, didn't really have anywhere to go at that point. I forgot about that emote. I'd love to have like all emergent beacon based emotes. I should do that at some point. By the way, I was posting on the Discord, but I have my citation manager. I'm actually going to change it, not generator manager, that I've been building out the past couple days. I'm so proud of it. It's so cool. It doesn't really do anything useful yet, but it does work. And that's neat. I probably shouldn't add sources because I have not yet programmed the ability to remove a source. So this is just here forever. Unless I save out this data and then load it back up, which I can do actually. Look at that. Oh, it's so cool. It does things. I'm very proud that it does anything. EB09 citations. Load. Sometimes it does take a second. And it makes me go, what are you doing? And then it figures it out. And then it fills it all out just like I had it. Beautiful. This is your favorite emote right now. Cat scare. Ah! Spooky. Yeah, I've got like a couple, but actually I don't know if I've got a couple on the Discord now as well that are not on Twitch yet. I've got like my big head one. Kind of fun. I've got my wave. I don't think my wave is on big head. Clap is an all-timer, even though it's not really Emergent Beacon. It's just me. Okay, I got my thonk, my pointing to head one. But yeah, I don't have the wave. I should add the wave. It's a decent one. Pretty practical. Yeah, you should be on the Discord more often. The Emergent Beacon Discord is very quiet, more so than I would like. But it's hard to kind of feed into it regularly. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, I don't really like those notes, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, the Emergent Beacon Discord is like, you know, you'll get like maybe a couple posts per week in there or something like that. Anytime I have something to share from the internet, I try to post it there and just there, so that way there's one place that has my thoughts, hoping that that will make it a more desirable location to go to discuss things. Pardon me. You know, maybe if I find the next chord, it'll be easier to figure out any notes that might help me get there. That's what I should do. Okay. So that was like... I think that's the cord. I could zoom in to be sure, but I think that's it. Do I go back up? Or do I go further down? I think up. But not super far up. That's an interesting note. Well, okay, it's out of key. That's why it's interesting. Okay. Unless. You love the Emergent Beacon Discord when you're in it. You just never check it, honestly. Yeah, I feel you. Were you the person that had like a cool plant forever ago in the Discord? Or am I thinking of somebody else? It's hard to remember because it's been a while. I like pieces of this chord. It's just not there yet. Okay. You should know then, I posted in the Discord a little while back, my jalapeno plant, which I've been maintaining for like a year and a half, finally spawned its first jalapeno pepper within the past month or so. It hasn't been growing very much the past couple of weeks, but it's still on the plant. I'm very proud that it's got that. It's only got a few leaves left. It's barely hanging on there, but one jalapeno pepper. It's been very difficult to keep that thing alive, but hey, we're still here. It's the first time I have ever grown a plant that has yielded something other than cilantro, which is, it's kind of hard to fuck up cilantro. That's just apparently. You're lavender flowered and you're so happy because it's also struggling. Nice. You say that to the guy that's fucked up cilantro. That's funny. I don't know. I guess maybe I just had real good luck with cilantro. I just have one little pot of it, and I've had that cilantro plant for like 3 years now or something like that. I don't even pick the cilantro off of it anymore. I'm just happy to keep it alive. I mean, every once in a while I'll go for a little sprout of cilantro, but okay. That sounds maybe good. I have to hear it in context though. In context, I'm less certain. I was just so happy when my jalapeno pepper, or when my jalapeno plant was had flowers bloom on it. Oh my god, they smelled so nice. They smelled like cucumber. And they only smelled like cucumber for like 2 or 3 days, but it was such a nice smell. I didn't know that those plants smelled so nice. Um, yeah, it's just barely getting by at this point. I just kind of keep it in between like my balcony door, so that way it gets as much light as possible. Keep it in between that and the vertical blinds. So hopefully it's getting enough light, but not too much light. I don't know. Your white lavender smells like gin. I've never smelled gin before. I don't know what that smells like. Um, I'm guessing good because lavender tends to smell nice. God, that's such a good chord. You ever smell juniper/pine trees? I mean pine trees at some point in time. Yeah. Which smell nice. So like that. Ooh. I kind of like that. Where was my hand? Here? Undo, please. Okay. It's kind of nice. Ginger smells like pine, to be honest. Gotcha. Kind of tastes like that smell too. Happy to report your partner ate a giant slice of pumpkin pie in less time than it took for you to cut your own slice. That's how you know it's good. Yeah. That's a successful pie. Good job. I've never made a pie. And actually, I've eaten almost no pies in my life. I think I had a pie that had like chocolate in it once, and that was all right. I've never really taken to like a savory pie. Never made sense to me. But I feel like pies sometimes get compared to like cakes, and I'm a big cake guy. So, or maybe not compared, they get contrasted too. I feel like people are like either one or the other for some reason. Pies are kind of hard to fuck up, but apparently your partner's parents have. Whoa. Literally every can of pumpkin puree you'll ever buy has a pumpkin pie recipe on it. Is that too samey? I do feel like it's kind of samey. Oh, let's try that. Maybe that'll work out. I feel like it's just like, it needs to be broken up a little bit because it's kind of following the same pattern. There's something about it that's like sticking out to me. What was it? Or maybe what it needs is like some, just like a little bit of harmony in there, like. Maybe that's what it needs. Little remix. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on. Let them cook. Unless this sounds really bad. Then do not let me cook, in fact. I can't tell yet whether it's good or not. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. No, it didn't work. It didn't work. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not right. And it's fucked up that I don't know why it's not right. I can't articulate that. I don't have that technical knowledge, but I can feel it. Maybe if this were different, then this would be okay. But with this as it is, I feel like this has to be something else. So what is it? We're going. No, hold on. We're going. All right. The hell did I even just play? I mean, that is nice, but so I mean, it's weird because right now playing it, it feels like, oh, that sounds nice. But like in the context of the whole thing, it feels different to me. I think this is the note that's the problem. Because that sounds nice. But I want to give it like a little more complexity, a little bit more something. Identity. Feels too simple. That's kind of interesting. Maybe if I go like an octave down. Nope. Oh, kind of bright, but it sounds kind of cool. It sounds very confident. It sounds a bit more mellow or a bit more somber. That's a happy note. Yeah. Yeah. At this point in the video, it is very like I am pointing out that the story I'm telling has a lot of beauty in it and a lot of despair in it, depending on what you're focusing on. Um, and then I read a really lovely passage that was written in 1973 or 1974 by a French journalist or something. And it talks about basically the life and death of this tree in a really pragmatic but beautiful way. Um, and then I sort of reframe and recontextualize the whole video. Spoilers, I guess, to some vague degree. And I deliver my own pretty passage. So there is an element of there's an element of beauty and an element of sadness that should probably be conveyed in the music. Sounds calm, but like you could imagine this fitting into a cozy town in a video game as background music. I mean, I like that. Just the other day, I was listening to, for me, one of the all-time best video game songs, which is New Tristram from Diablo. It's so good. And it's a lot of like pretty guitar stuff. This feels too final though. That's better, I think. Because it feels unresolved, so it kind of keeps pushing forward. Okay. Don't forget these notes. because I had to look away for a minute. Okay, I'm just gonna duplicate this so I can just record it. I'm terrible at that. Okay. Okay, that was it. Okay. Hit record. Fuck. Hold on. Sorry. Recording to the wrong track. Okay, hold on. Okay, that was it. That was it. Forgot which notes were which. Okay. One take. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, my timing was real weird on this one. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Kirby music? You know, I've never really listened to Kirby music. I've never really played a Kirby game. The only Kirby game I can really remember is like they had the what was it, like the paper Kirby one? Or was it Yarn Kirby? Or are those the same thing? or from the same thing? I don't know. I believe it though, because Nintendo's got some real all-timers when it comes to video game music composers. Okay, so around 2-4. Just gonna copy and paste these like I did it all in one. Oh, I was like, why am I hearing double? Right, because there's another track. I wonder if it should be a little bit more of like a strummed thing. That way it kind of cascades. There's something also a little bit samey about this. But it's less apparent when it's closer together. I just realized that it's like there's a very funny contrast to you really liking Kirby music and also being like super into death metal. But that is like a fun little contrast because Kirby is so soft and cute and just a little guy, you know? He's just a little guy. All right, cool. Just a lot more to go. Just a whole hell of a lot more to go. My heart This chord is like the best chord I've ever played in my entire life. Something about this and this sound very the same. And I guess it makes sense because this note and this note is just repeated. Sure. What programs do I use for virtual instruments? So, virtual instruments, I just download different plugins, buy different plugins depending on what I got going on. This guitar I got for free, which is pretty pog, honestly. It's a really good guitar plugin. For sometimes it'll be packaged in Contact, so I'll have to navigate through Contact to be able to use my virtual instruments. Sometimes I will use Decent Sampler. Decent Sampler is great because it's free, but not all virtual instruments support Decent Sampler. Contact is pretty like industry standard for a lot of stuff. And sometimes it just comes as a VST or a VST3. And then so you're just running it natively in Ableton, which is nice. Just depends. Depends on the thing. Hopefully that answers your question. If not, then please let me know. I gotta turn off this crackle. At the very least, like, I do kind of wish the crackle was aware of when there is MIDI and turned off when there is not MIDI. Background noise. They're like a follow kind of thing. Nope. Okay. Cool. I guess I could put it on if I wanted to be an absolute menace about this. What I could do is I could like have a second layer that just has the background crackle. And then I could like map it so that it only plays when there's sound coming out of this and then turn off the crackle here. Honestly, what I could do, this is not ideal, but I could do this. Resample it. Okay. Here we go. Oh, turn that off. Okay. Wow, look at it go. It is reading it, right? It's just very quiet. Riveting entertainment. It's doing something, right? So now, theoretically, yeah. I can make sure it's turned off here. I'm not relying on the plugin anymore. Although I should turn that down. Or off. It's okay if it's off too. You're thinking of messing with making music, you just don't play any instruments. Yeah. It's a dangerous hobby. because I enjoyed the process of buying virtual instruments a lot more than I enjoyed the process of buying cameras. A lot more than I enjoyed the process of buying other hobby related things. So you just accrue them over time, you know? These are all from Spitfire, which makes a lot of really great instruments that are very expensive. A lot of like orchestral stuff. Um, Although it sounds like the company's kind of in rough shape after they had a weird situation where the founder uh, was an anti-trans weirdo. And instead of apologizing for it, he just left. And it sounds like they've been having trouble keeping things together ever since, which is unfortunate in a variety of ways. Although Spitfire also does labs, which used to be a really great plugin for free instruments. A lot of great free instruments. However, from what I heard, although I don't know if I have an updated version of the plugin, worth checking to find out. Sounded like some of this stuff is getting pay gated. Which is a bit of a kick in the pants. Maybe it's just new stuff that's pay gated or something. But yeah, Foghorn. Oh, I love the Foghorn. So yeah, all of these are free, which is nice. Or at least they were when I got them, and I can still access them for free. So it seems. And there's a whole bunch of them. And it's made by Spitfire, so it's a company that has a lot of experience making really great virtual instruments and stuff like that. There used to be this website called Piano Book. It still exists, but it is not nearly as active as it used to be because it was founded by the weird anti-trans guy. Maybe it's still associated with him in some capacity because I think this is from him, maybe. I don't know. But it's been very quiet for a while, I think. But there's a lot of really great free instruments here from a lot of very talented people. This is a very like crowdsourced thing where people just go and they're like, yeah, I found this old busted up beat ass piano that's in some shed out in Worcestershire or something, and it was getting rained on and it sounds real weird. So I just sampled it a bunch, and you can now download that instrument for free and play this weird ass piano that is dying. There's a lot of stuff like that. It's really cool if you can find it. A bunch of instruments were taken down from here, actually, after the Christian Henson weird shit happened. And a lot of people left, which is very sad. But it's a great resource for free instruments if they're still on this website. It sounds like you with video games. You almost enjoy buying games more than playing them. Yeah, I'm very stingy with games. With games, I don't buy it unless I'm ready to play it right now. You know what I mean? But I know a lot of people have that kind of relationship with games. So I hear you. Unrelated, but you want to share a fun thing that happened today. Took your partner clothes shopping, and you're waiting in line to check out, and the lady in front of you was given a coupon for a product they can't use due to eczema. I think I'm saying that right. And we're on a budget right now, so you can afford to buy it even with the coupon. So she just bought your partner the product and said, "Merry Christmas." Yeah, that's dope as hell. I love that. That's such a like, that's so baller for people who can do that. I went to P. Terry's once. Don't know if you have a P. Terry's in your area. Probably not if you're not localish. They're like a burger place. Real good. Super cheap. Dirt cheap. cheapest fast food place I go to. But good quality. Or good enough quality. Good enough. And I went to eat there, and some dude in front of me just like paid for my whole order. You know? I mean, that kind of thing happens anywhere, but like, it is, for somebody who makes very little money, it's hard to articulate like what that does to your brain in the moment where you're like, oh my God, this is like one less thing I have to worry about. You know? So like, yo, shout out to that lady. Huge. Love to see it. You love virtual instruments. They're so fun. They are very fun. They're super cool. You can get a virtual instrument of a piano where the hammers were replaced by actual metal hammers. Yeah, so that's Matthias something. He's got a YouTube channel. Great YouTube channel. At least I imagine what you're talking about is Matthias's instrument. I don't remember him making it into a virtual instrument, but he makes a bunch of videos where he does weird, fucked up shit to pianos. So, yeah. Yeah, he's pretty good. I haven't seen a video from him in a while. I don't know if I'm subscribed. I think I am. But I'm sure it takes a while to build that kind of stuff. You have a backlog of about 800 video games that you own. Jesus. That you have yet to actually play, most of which you got on sale. These are the amount of games I own that I have not played yet. 7. I'm very particular about it. And these all I had the intent to play. I will definitely get around to Fallout New Vegas and Chimera Squad. These maybe in my free time at some point I'll get around to. I don't do game sales specifically because I know it'll end up giving me a lot of detritus that I'll have to try to work my way through over time that I just don't have time for. I have to find new notes for that. New Vegas is amazing. I've heard. I love Fallout 3. I really like Fallout 4. I've heard Fallout New Vegas is really excellent. It's just a big time investment. It's a big time sink, you know? Because when I play a game like that, I'm not doing anything else. I'm just playing that game. Good grief. New Vegas is better than 3. Nice. That's good to hear. 4 is better in some ways and worse in others. Yeah, I can see that. And 4 was a bit polarizing, but I enjoyed it for the most part. Yeah. I got it because Fallout New Vegas was on sale for $5 or something, and I was like, why would I not just get it? I know I will love it. And then I just haven't had time to play it. When will I have 200 hours? Maybe not 200, but a lot. 100. 120? You wish you could lose yourself in games like that, but your ADHD demands you constantly move on to other games after like a week. See, the way my brain is broken is I'll be like, a video game that I am playing. Cool. And then I will sit there for 15 hours playing that video game, and then I'll look up and I'll be like, oh, Jesus. What have I done? and then the next day will be the same. That's how it was with The Witcher 3. I played The Witcher 3. I have no idea how I published a Modern Rogue that week because I beat that game in a week. And that's basically all I did. 100-ish. Yeah, yeah. Excuse me? Oh, I have a... Is that the foghorn? Yeah, it is. I forgot I had that selected. I was so confused. I love the foghorn. I use it every chance I get. Just about. Da-da. No, hold on. Let me just loop this here. That's just what EDM is, right? You just make it chill and then you just put on 5 distortion pedals and then you clip it. Oh, okay. A little higher there, maybe. It's just a little run. Why do I say that's so southern? Little run. Okay, maybe that works. Oh, a little descending? I never descend. I don't know why that is. I literally never do descending patterns. That's so funny. Why is it getting rid of this? Oh, it's probably just one of these notes. Hold on. That one. Okay. I am in Texas, technically Southern, yes, but the Southern American, not South American, but like the accents in the lower United States are some of my least favorite accents. especially Texas. Texas is very grating to my ear. So I try to resist it when I can. You got to go to bed soon. You're going to head out. All right. Well, have a good one. Thanks for sticking around for a while. It was nice chatting with you. I hope I'm satisfied with it too. And yeah, this will be out on this video, which will hopefully publish soon, and maybe you'll be able to hear it then once you're getting caught up. Damn, not all the way back there. And then take some of these and pull them back. There-ish. There we go. Kind of like that. Just turn down a little bit. Yeah. Maybe make this a little less less robotic, less mechanical. Kind of want this to be a little bit faster. Just a little bit. Just faster to... Oh. There's supposed to be a way to like rate stretch this. And I do not. Well, I know you can do like this, and theoretically that works. I don't remember. Ableton user can't use Ableton. Wait, isn't it like... I could have sworn it was something like clicking and dragging that. I guess not. Oh. Yes, like that. Why was that not appearing earlier? Was I technically selected on this? Maybe that's why. Yeah, that's really pretty. I like that. What does this need? Let's try another instance of atoms. See if there's anything interesting here. It's kind of interesting. I feel like those are the only notes that this instrument really wants to resonate with in support of the guitar. Maybe like instead of doing just like a pure octave, maybe something like a little more complex will work for that first part. Maybe single note. Maybe I'm overcomplicating it. Hmm. Not totally not totally sticking for me quite yet. It's a lot. That's interesting. I don't hate that. Maybe let me start with that, and then maybe that will build out into something at some point. That's a really interesting sound. That makes me like it a lot more. That sort of like harmonic resonance. No, this is a mod. This is for sure. I mean, I guess I can. I guess I can do that. Huh? Yeah, it was the mod wheel. I don't know why I was misbehaving. But yeah, I really like the sort of undertones I'm getting with this. It's helping the guitar feel very otherworldly. Or at least it's helping the space feel otherworldly, and the guitar feels quaint within it. Was this static? Crackle. Oh yeah, I should put all my compressors in a collection. Just now realizing that that is a smart thing to do. What is max compressor? Oh, that's like a presetting. Should not do that. Kilohertz compressor. Let's check it out. Nice and simple. This is a really nice tone. I like it. It feels so dramatic. Whoa, what was that sound? What a surprise. Ooh, I like that. That's what it was. Okay, the improv didn't work, but this part does. So how long does this kind of need it to be? Wow, all the way across. Okay. I like that. I like that. Now I'm recording over here. I want these two to be a little bit closer together and maybe sooner. Or at least let these ring out a little bit longer, possibly. That feels too kind of final to me. Boom, boom. That might work. Or at least put us closer to the range of what I'm looking for. Um, okay. Yeah, that's better. Better. It's an interesting sound. Why am I doing this manually when I can just do the humanize parameter? And give me a little bit of offset. Sounds a little muddy. It's fine. Maybe I should just do this. Do 8 bars of this. It sounds so nice. And then maybe I kind of like do let's use some of these kilohertz plugins. to give it a little bit of something extra on the first 8 bars. And that kind of allows the track to sort of build up gradually. So in the video, you're not immediately going like, "Oh, there's new music." But then after a few seconds, it kind of starts to become more apparent. Okay, cool. I'm really liking the progress on this. Clearly, there's a ton more to go, and this will probably also need to be improved over time. But I like that direction. I like the sound of that. Real quick, I will listen through the song we finished on stream or finished. It'll also probably require some iteration off stream. This is what this is what we built earlier. Yeah, so that'll definitely need some form of iteration. It's hard for me to point to exactly what, but that does not feel finished to me. It feels in a good space, but not totally finished. And also I need to see it in context of the video, and I need to, like I mentioned earlier, listen to it on different speakers in different situations over time. Also, like let my ears kind of refresh a little bit and come back to it in a couple days and hear how it sounds and stuff like that. I almost always, even just after a night's sleep, come back to a song and go, "Why did I think that was good?" So I'll probably have to do something like that as well. But that's gonna be it for tonight. I've been streaming for 6 hours. I'm feeling tired as hell. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. This will go up on a video on youtube.com/emergent beacon at some point, hopefully soon. Certainly this month. Certainly this month. We'll see. Also got some fun, exciting stuff happening on Modern Rogue this month. Should be fun sound related thing that I'm going to be featured in prominently, and I still have to make. Okay. Otherwise, that'll be it. You can find all my socials on emergentbeacon.com. And you can find VODs over at youtube.com/gadawagvods. Some stuff is over at youtube.com/gadawag. I'm on Discord all the time at discord.emergentbeacon.com. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you, and have a good night. I'm not gonna raid anybody. It's just the end.